Hi Keto fam, Keto Kelly just done coming back. Sorry I have been MIA because the day after the eclipse, I left and went home to Maine. Now, I came to this conclusion on late Friday and informed my husband on Saturday and then informed my dad on Sunday and left about 4:30 in the morning on Tuesday. It took me just a little over 16 hours to drive that. I drove it alone. I drove straight through. Was exhausted. I stayed up there for, I believe, 6 days. It takes me 1 day to drive, so I was gone total 8 days. Came back on Tuesday last week, so a week ago. Within a couple of days, I was feeling a little, I don't know if along the way I hit some rest stop and came in contact with somebody who may have been sick, or just the trip alone made me a little. It's a long drive for one person. I've done it many years. I've done it alone many times, and it is a little exhausting. So I apologize. I am now here today. I'm going to do 3 things today to make up for what I have not done. First of all, while I was up there, I went through my grandmother's old house and came across some recipe cards that I'm certain date back to my great-grandmother. So there was a lot of things in there that I was reminiscing about, and one thing that just really kind of I wanted to get into was cabbage rolls, and I absolutely love cabbage rolls. So I'm going to keto-fy them today. Can you guys see this? Look what I got. This is for my niece's wedding. I got 6 of these Schaefer's for my niece's wedding that I'm catering. And I picked up some pans, and look, I have to pin them because they're too big. I still have the fat girl mentality. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. So I came across the stuffed cabbage, or the rolled cabbage, and I want to keto-fy it. So we're going to keto-fy that today. Also, I have some of the red, yellow, and orange bell peppers that if I have any of this left over after I do the cabbage rolls, I'm going to stuff a couple of these too because I love stuffed peppers as well. Also, I don't throw them all over the place. Also, after I do this video, I'm going to come back in and do my keto mozzarella sticks. Love them! Yes. Okay. In my bowl, I have about 3 pounds of ground beef. Before I did anything, I took my head of cabbage and I peeled off the leaves that could be easily peeled off. When you try to peel off the other ones, they're going to split. It's simple. They're going to split. What you do is you take a big pot of water, put some salt in it, bring it to a boil, set this in it, bring it to a boil. But before you do that, cut the slits along the parts where the leaves are. These ones are a little bit too small, I think, for me to use, but I got a pretty good portion of the leaves right here, so I think this is going to be enough. Set it down into the boiling water. Let it boil for 2-3 minutes. Turn the water off, okay? You're also going to want to blanch the larger leaves that you've also pulled off. Put them in the water as well. This will help with the rolling and the pliability of them. It's going to be entirely too difficult to do them raw, so you're going to have to pre-blanch them. I will cut this up and probably do a fried cabbage. But the larger leaves that I have, I'm going to use for my cabbage rolls. I probably have 10 here, maybe. I'm going to put them in a Pyrex dish that I have right here. I'm also going to season them with just a different array of seasonings, and I'll show you which ones I'm going to use. This here, okay, I did a Costco, I joined Costco. And much like a BJ's or a Sam's, you can go absolutely apeshit in one of these places, and I totally did at Costco. But Costco, to me, I think the variety was more geared toward like keto stuff. That to be honest, I haven't been in a Sam's or a BJ's in a long time because it just wasn't economical for me to buy that kind of stuff bulk. I spent $700 in Costco. But let me tell you, the stuff that I got, because I have a food saver, I can split my stuff up, freeze it, and I came up with, I know, at least 2 months worth of meals. Because I got a lot of meat. And that would be the reason why I would go to Costco. I got a ribeye roast that I got 8 1-inch steaks out of this ribeye roast for $44. Tell me where you can buy 8 1-inch thick ribeye steaks for $44. You can't. I go to the store and I go to buy 2, not even 1-inch cut ribeyes, and I'm spending nearly $20 just on 2. So, in the long run, it just paid off. And I also picked up this, the rice cauliflower. Frozen. There's 4 12-ounce bags in there. And on this plate right here, I only have 6 ounces, and I'm going to mix in with my hamburger in replace of the rice that you would use in place of the rice for the stuffed cabbage. So, 3 pounds of meat, 6 ounces of the rice cauliflower. Let's get started here. I also am going to put some minced onions in there. I don't feel like chopping up an onion, so I'm just going to sprinkle. That's about a tablespoon of minced onions. Going to put in some garlic powder. Italian seasoning. Tablespoon Italian seasoning. Salt, of course. Season it to your flavor. This may be a long video, guys. I may have to do 2 today. And pepper. I don't know if I want to add an egg. I don't know. I'm going to add some crushed peppers to it. Why? Because I can. And I love spicy. You don't have to. It's up to you. I'm also going to use some Parmesan cheese as a binder. That's probably just between 1/4 cup. So unprofessional. Okay, that's about 1/4 cup of the Parmesan cheese. This is also what I'm going to use for the breading on my mozzarella sticks, okay? I also... I don't know what got to me. It's got to be... I don't know. I'm not going to guess. Big old jar of Rayo's. Big jar. This is what I'm going to use to put over the top of my cabbage rolls. I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to start rolling, guys, okay? See you in a minute. I am back. Okay. I added about 2 tablespoons of the Heinz reduced ketchup to my mix, too. And yes, bro, I am playing with my hair. My brother says I touch my hair too much. And I do. Coffee. It is only, what, 5 after 10 right now? But I'm guessing these are probably going to be in the oven around about an hour. So, right off the bat, okay, I don't know who that is. And I did turn the volume down this time, and the shit is still coming up. I can't win. Alright, right off the bat, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of the Rayo's, and I'm going to put about 4 spoonfuls on the bottom of my Pyrex. And I'm just spread it around. This is to mainly prevent like sticking. I'm totally going to get the fat from the ground beef in here, so that will also prevent, but I like having, let me do one more because that's not quite a lot. I also like having the Rayo's flavor on the bottom of it as well. versus just the top. So, let's get started. These are very pliable, guys, very pliable. Some of them you may have to split the stem to get a good roll. More than likely the bigger ones that have the much thicker stem, you could also cut them out too because they're very fibrous. So, let's take my scooper, ice cream scooper, and I'm gonna put that in there, and that looks about a good, that's probably about 2 tablespoons in that, and I think that's plenty. We're gonna roll over the stem part first. We're gonna bring in the sides, and we're gonna roll this like a burrito, guys. Nice, good roll. Lay the folded side down. All right. Now the scoop, you get the idea. The filling smells absolutely amazing. I love, and sometimes people will use this for like a meatball, and they're called like porcupines. This is a very small leaf, so I probably won't put quite a big a scoop in this one. This is a very fibrous stem. I think I'm going to, because the darker the stem, the more fibrous, or darker the leaf, the more fibrous the stem is going to be. You can cut that out. And you can still roll it the same. Just roll those over. Fold. Roll. Cabbage pocket. But, hell, I don't even know what I was talking about. Probably doesn't matter anyway. It was probably gibberish. Oh, yeah. Anyway, you get the idea. You can use, oh, I know what I was saying. Back up. A lot of people will do this as meatballs with the rice, which is also called porcupines in some circles, called porcupines. I'm going to cut this one out. This is a very thick stem in that one. Also called porcupines. Same filling. For me, I would use the same filling in my stuffed peppers. But, you know, growing up, the filling was rice. But as ketoers, we start to use, this one's very jagged, but I'm going to make it work. Started using cauliflower in place of potatoes and in place of rice. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, we're going to have to be a little more creative with this one, but you can do it. See? Voila. And it looks like I have, you know, just about 10. Some of these are much darker than others. And I probably, yeah, I'm going to have some left, looks like, that I'll stuff a couple of my peppers with. You just cut them in half, clean out the seeds, and just bake them the same way you do these. Same way. Get creative, guys. I mean, you don't even have to use this to stuff. You can make meatballs. Again, make some meatballs. Add an egg. You don't have to. Hey, this is you. This is all you. Yeah, I actually, exactly 10. So I'm going to have a space in the middle there, but that's fine. But it fit pretty good. Toward the end of the cooking process on these, I'm going to leave them in the oven covered for 1 hour. Maybe less, we'll see. And then I will more than likely take off the aluminum foil and add some Parmesan cheese to the top. Just sprinkle some on the top. And then let them sit and just kind of let the Parmesan cheese kind of crisp on the top. This is going to be a long video, guys. But it's so worth it. Oh, on each one, let's put a scoop of the marinara. And of course I'm making a mess, because if I didn't make a mess, would it be Kelly's Keto Kitchen? No, it would not. Yummy! Smells so good already. Make sure you got them covered real good. They are, when they start cooking, they will release some water. So it may be just a little soupy. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven, and I'll come back when they're done, guys. See you in a minute. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. These came out fantastic. I ended up doing 4. Okay, where's my other one? I'm so discombobulated, you guys. The smells are amazing. I did 4 of the peppers. You can barely see them in here. But I ended up doing 4 of them, and they smell amazing too. I actually melted a piece of provolone over the top of those. Here are the cabbage rolls. It's 11:30. I actually ended up going about an hour and 20 minutes covered. And then afterwards, I sprinkled the top with some Parmesan cheese and went another 10 to 15 minutes. So, let's slice one open. Let's see. Hi. Oh, yummy. And these are going to be hella hot. But I will sacrifice my face for you all. Let me dip it in that juice a little bit. Looks good. Okay. That's really good, guys. Yeah. Really good. I'm probably going to sprinkle some more of the crushed pepper on the top. Add a little bit more of the juice that's in the pan, because it did get a little soupy. But now that it's settled down, it has kind of thickened up a little bit. That's what I'm going to eat for my lunch. Breakfast, breaking my fast. So, I'm getting ready to do my mozzarella sticks. After I eat this, I'm going to do another video for the mozzarella sticks. I'm at, I don't know how much time, but I knew this was going to be a long video. This is totally worth it. I'll probably eat the pepper tomorrow. This, I guess you could constitute as probably a meal prep. My family will eat them. They love the keto. Unfortunately, they love the keto lifestyle. Unfortunately, they still do the sad diet. I try to sway them from it, but I don't know what the macros are on this. I know that the carb count is fairly low. You got the cauliflower, which is low, and the cabbage, which is low. And the marinara sauce is, for 1/2 a cup, is 4 grams. So enjoy, guys, and I'll be back in a little bit and do another video on the mozzarella sticks. And love you, and see you in a bit.